Today I'm making a prop cryogenic storage tank for some reason. For this build, you'll need one glass cylinder. This one's 8 inches by 20 inches. You can find these in all shapes and sizes at your local craft store. This one's from Pat Catan's, which is not even remotely local. EVA foam, hot glue and glue gun, white paper, a string of 20 blue LED lights that you can find on Amazon, 2 or more glass gems, 1 section of wire conduit. Those last 2 materials are optional, they're really just decorative. Wrap masking tape around the base of the cylinder and trace a circle onto the foam. Draw a bunch of 2-inch lines from the edge of the circle and use those to draw the diameter of a wider circle. You can also just trace around another circular object like a pot lid or a dinner plate. Carefully cut the circle out with an X-Acto knife. Use that to trace 2 more circles and then cut them out. Cut 8 rectangles, 2 by 3 inches with a small notch at one corner. Set them up around the perimeter like so. It's a foam henge! Get it? Now for the lights. I've had these ones for a while and have been keeping them inside a green lantern. In brightest day, in blackest night. Not now, Hal! Arrange them around the circle like so. Make sure that the wires run through the notch and the battery pack sits securely between 2 of the rectangular supports. Cut side panels that are 4 inches high and glue them on. You'll need to hold the foam together along each glue point or else the foam could pull apart. Here's what it looks like now. Because foam isn't very reflective, I've lined the inside of the wall with white paper. Hot glue one of the 2 circles on top of the base and cut a circular hole out of the center. You'll need to Dremel this opening for the cylinder to fit inside. Cut a piece like this to cover the part with a battery pack. Glue it on. I created this curved cover panel by heating a piece of foam with a heat gun and holding it in the shape that I wanted until it cooled. Then I glued part of the section that I originally cut from the battery section to the back of the panel. Friction keeps it in place. I made this geometric shape out of scrap foam, stuck some flexible conduit through it, and glued it in place just above the battery pack. Then I drilled 2 holes in the base and stuck the ends of the wire housing through them. I stuck on these glass gems for decoration. For the lid, I cut 8 of these identical shapes. Then I glued them together and stuck them to the smooth side of the final circle. I have the diamond pattern side visible here because if I ever decide to paint this silver, it would reinforce the metallic look. I put these crossbars on top. Next I cut holes in the top because I plan on having live animals in here. And even though they won't be in there long enough for it to matter, I kind of want some airflow for them. Also, I think I might use this as a fish tank in between movies. Glue the small circle that you cut from the larger one earlier on top to hide the air holes. Next, cut this shape and cut a circular hole in the center. Save that piece as well. Glue the small circle in the middle of the lid and wait for the glue to dry. Then place the larger shape from earlier over the nub. Now with just a dab of glue, attach another foam circle on top of that. I attached more foam bits to complete the lid, and now you have a locking mechanism. I also used a piece of scrap foam that was a reject part from the Gatling gun build to hide the air hole on the inside. Now all you need is a docile animal for your scene. If your animal is uncooperative, however, do not force it to do anything it doesn't want to do. Animal cruelty is a thing, and you don't want to do that because ethics. My point is, wait until the animal is comfortable, minimize its time in the tank, or use an animal that just won't care. Or even just green screen the animal into the tank in post, because yeah, that's a thing that you can actually do that actually works.
Move first.
Now, if your movie calls for a sci-fi creature to be in the tank, then you can always flip the glass cylinder upside down and cut a hole in the base so that you can stick your hand through to manipulate an alien puppet. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, then you can subscribe to see more tutorials and short films that utilize the props that I build. You can also check out one of these DIYs or click here to see my vlog channel, which is just behind the scenes stuff and other random things. Jake out. Well, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen.